Happy Wednesday, everybody, and welcome back to Wooper Watch.
Wooper Watch. I love Wooper Watch.
Dude, I love Wooper Watch. You ever listen to
that? No, because the show's been dead for 4 months.
Yay! We're back from the grave, revived in a lab. Cyan, you need to wake up. We've been in cryostasis for 4 months. Persona 3 has like 3 new trailers.
Oh my god, we need to talk about it. Okay.
We need it!
Okay, we're going to do a brief explanation because I don't want to spend all day giving updates and then how we're going to change the show going forward. But basically, we stopped being consistent after a certain point, and then I was too scared to start the show back up. In the case that if we started back up, then there was going to be another period where we weren't consistent. But now we got a thing set up to where we are going to be consistent. I refuse. We are never going to miss an episode of Wooper Watch. I really don't want to promise because it's going to make me look horrible.
That's the thing, because I know we aren't. We will not get it done on time. It will not happen.
The idea is that there is a really much higher chance that we're going to remain consistent. We're going to remain to our 2-week schedule. And I'm going to give a shout out to our editor because this is the only time we're going to ever shout him out. We got an editor for Wooper Watch. Chance for clout. Thank you. You're going to be editing the Wooper Watch podcast streams.
Hey, Ben, real quick. Can you drag yourself onto the screen and say hi real quick? Just like your YouTube profile.
Guys, you need to listen to me. Mystic has my family hostage. Okay, oh shoot, he's coming. Oh shoot. Subscribe to my YouTube channel at Chance for Clout. Bye.
Awesome, thanks, buddy.
Spotify users being like, what?
Spotify users so confused. Spotify users, visual transcription. He came onto the screen and said hi.
This is why you can't do that stuff, because then they're not gonna know. They're not gonna understand.
You know, I hate Spotify listeners, so I'm fine with it.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. You stink.
Wow.
I can smell you.
Wow. If it means anything, I love you, Spotify listeners. Don't listen to this man. He doesn't know what he's
Apple
talking about.
Music clears.
And just to finish up our brief recap and all that, what we're gonna be doing, we are coming back consistently every Wednesday, or every 2 weeks every Wednesday. And going forward, the topics are gonna kind of be more loose. There might be some occasional special episodes that might be focused on a certain thing. But for the most part, they're gonna just be kind of loose. We're gonna just talk about whatever, and then the thumbnail and/or title is gonna reflect about what we ended up talking about that episode. Or maybe it might just reflect some stupid funny moment we had. Who knows? It could be anything. But yeah, that is the quick TLDR of all the changes we're going to make. Otherwise, we're back as usual.
In short, instead of already finding out and in reverse trying to around, we're going to around and find out.
Whoa, hey, whoa, you just said fuck. You said
Don't worry, Chance will censor it in the editing. Thanks, buddy.
Stop giving him work. Don't give him work.
Don't worry, I'll stop now.
No, then again, I am paying him a pretty decent amount, so might as well take advantage of.
I am abusing the editor.
Okay. Well, firstly, how are you doing? How's these past 4 months treated you?
New job, back in school, making money, barely any. It's mostly going to savings.
Yeah, sir.
I'm just kind of floating. I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, that's good to hear. For me, I started back college, going to a new college now. But I'm at home, so that's cool. I don't have to go anywhere. I get to be terminally online while doing schoolwork. So yes, I am terminally on Twitter, in case you're wondering.
Wow, that's depressing.
I know. But I do work full-time at my work, so it...
yeah, that's understandable.
It balances out.
Secure that bag.
It balances out a little bit. Yeah, I started playing a lot more games. There's so many things we've accomplished in these past 4 months. We couldn't even imagine recapping all of it. But
you got a list of games that you beat recently? Hold up, I know I've got mine.
I do. I guess I don't mind talking about it here because only the dedicated people who watch this are gonna be able to know what's coming.
When was our last episode? I need to double check.
April.
Yeah, so everything after April was stuff that I beat. I'll just run down the list real quick. Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Arena, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. That was for May, and then in June I beat Street Fighter 6, New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. July I beat Kirby's Dream Land, Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes, Tori 3D, Verdict Guilty, funny little indie game. And in August I beat Pikmin 3 Deluxe.
Cool. My list beats yours. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Yo, I know, because I've been very, like, internally, mentally busy. I've been fighting battles, my bro.
You're good. I don't have a list of like what I did in the past 4 months, but I'm keeping a general like media list because the plan is this is gonna be a new thing going forward with my channel. But I want to like I've noticed my friends working like keeping track of like everything they've done this year, and I've realized just how fun it is to make lists of things you've done and things you've
That's what I'm saying. I started doing this in like 2021, and I've just kept doing it every year since then.
Right, it's so fun, and the plan is, and I might as well just say it here because most of the main Cyanize people don't even watch this podcast, so they're gonna be shocked when they see it happening in December. But the real people who do watch this thing are gonna know and get like, oh my god, I saw this coming. But I plan to do like I haven't decided on the name of it yet, but it's gonna be like a Christmas event or whatever. And 4 of the 7, I don't even know if there's gonna be 7 videos.
It's of the what now?
It's a work in progress
7?
idea. It's a work in progress idea. But basically, there's gonna be a bunch of videos recounting my media consumption this entire year. Stuff from the games I played this year, the movies I watched this year, the anime I watched this year, and the TV shows I watched this year. And I will be talking about all of them in their own separate videos. TV shows, I've only watched 2 this year, by the way, so I need to update that.
Yeah, just tell me right now, what was it?
For TV shows, it's Secret Invasion and then The Batman 2004. That's it.
That is the greatest selection of all time.
Yeah.
Secret Wars and a Batman.
I plan to watch Succession later, probably like next week, but that will just be.
I
3
literally
shows.
just do not watch television at all, so
Yeah,
I can't relate.
Yeah, it's gonna be a small list for sure. Obviously the games are the largest. I'll go through them real quick. I might as well. I guess that would be a mid-year update, I guess. But we got Ace Attorney, Metal Gear Rising, Persona 4, Fire Emblem Engage, Return to Dreamland DX, Octopath 2, Metro Prime Remastered, Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, Zelda Ocarina of Time, Xenoblade 3 DLC if you want to count that, Tears of the Kingdom, Black Clover Quartet Knights, Street Fighter 6, DJ Max Respect 5, Pikmin 1, Honkai Star Rail, Needy Streamer Overload, Everybody 1-2 Switch, Ghost Trick, Days Gone. There we go.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean...
Now I feel bad for including short little 1-hour games on my list.
It's chill. I guess you could count Pikmin 4, but I haven't finished that yet, and this list is just games I finished.
I'm gonna be honest though, finishing Persona 4 Arena basically is set in the late, like, delayed post-Persona depression for 3. I literally barely played anything until Street Fighter 6 came out. Like, I genuinely don't think I picked up my controller, like, at all outside of streaming.
Yeah, it's been rough. I'm gonna be honest though, like, and I guess we're transitioning to Persona, but like, I did finish Persona 4 like last week or whatever. Yeah, I did.
Game.
I joked about having Persona depression, and yet I didn't feel it as hard. Maybe it's because I had to be snapped back into reality because of college, but I didn't feel it as hard. It's also probably because like the game just would not stop, and like every time I thought it was gonna end, it just kept going and going and going. And I was like, Gabe, stop holding my nuts. I mean, you're holding it in a good way. Don't stop holding my nuts, but still, let them go.
Yeah, the thing is for me is that I feel like Persona 5 was the one that got me into that real post-Persona depression. But the thing is, Persona 4 hit me just as bad. Like, I can't vividly recall it, but like with 5, I was like immediately ready to jump into the next game because I just wanted more of it, even though I was already kind of sick of it in a way. But the thing is, for 4, I literally just like, I just kind of sat there. Like, I was messed up. I was like, the credits theme had me so screwed up.
Yeah. Oh, man. We can't talk about it. This would have to be a dedicated episode because I don't want to spoil
it would be. It would be.
If we're gonna talk about big RPGs like this, I'd rather it being its own episode so people know going into it that like, yeah, it's gonna be these guys will not shut up about Persona.
These guys will not shut up about how good of a character. Cut to like a roulette wheel just spins in a circle. Yukiko is.
Yukiko. Oh man.
How good of a character Yosuke is.
Is this the part where I tell everybody that I dated Yukiko and Marie?
That's because you're a bad person.
No, okay, I've learned to justify it, you see? The thing I did was I made it so that Marie's like my velvet room wife.
Oh
and
my god, get
Yukiko
out.
is
Get
my
out.
real
Leave the
world
call.
wife.
No, I'm not listening to this. I'm out.
Okay. Oh god, he left. Oh no. Why did you do the bit again? Why did you do that bit again?
Because I haven't done it in 4 months. Can I please have it?
No, stop. It's not funny anymore.
It's funny to me.
Look, I mean, to be fair, and I'm not going to mention spoilers, but Marie's gone for a while. Like, you don't get to do much with her. Like, I needed to spend time with somebody, you know?
You do know that Marie has like a dozen extra events after you finish your social link that you can optionally do, right?
No, I did not.
Yeah, if you talk to her again after you finish the romance link, there's a bunch of extra little hangout events you can do depending on the time in game.
You know, it's funny you mentioned that because I was watching a bunch of videos about Persona 4 because I didn't fully understand the story by the time I finished it. And there was I've learned that there was like 5 or so social links that I just missed out because you either had to get a part-time job or you had to talk to a specific character or you had to do AXYB or something. And
Yeah,
I just
you did
didn't
like
do
no
it.
part-time jobs. That's like the best way to raise your stats, like courage and stuff.
I just read books. I just ate the ramen bowl. That's all I did.
Bro just did not leave the house at night. That is insane.
Yes! Why would you leave the house at night? It's really creepy. There's a murderer on the loose. Why would I want to do that?
Oh, knowing this is Persona, there might be a groomer around the corner. I'm sorry, I had to. It was
That's
so
going to the
easy.
Mystic highlight reel of 2023. Oh my god.
There might be a groomer.
This guy had to be he had to be the bigger man and say it.
I had to.
Oh, yeah. So yeah, I finished Persona 4, and it's just Persona 4 has been on our mind lately. But yeah, there's a good reason Persona 4 has been on our minds lately because Persona 3 Reload. Oh my god.
Oh my good heavens, this game is gonna be so good. Okay, just for context real quick, because I want to get this out of the way. I have played Persona 3 Portable's mail route. Cyan has not touched Persona 3 at all. Do not spoil him in the comments section. Because those trailers had a lot of... Like, I rewatched through them. There were a ton of spoilery scenes there. They literally show stuff from the last month of the game, if you pay attention.
Bruh. I mean,
But
I would
it's
hope...
deliberately cropped to remove the characters that spoil that it's in the final month. You can only tell by the backgrounds.
Yeah. I mean, I would just hope that you wouldn't spoil a game that's conveniently getting a remake at the beginning of early next year. Like, I feel like it's common sense not to spoil a game that's getting a remake because a whole new set of players are going to get a chance to play the game for the first time.
Exactly, and it's going to be an insane experience because I want you to keep me updated as you play through that game.
Of course.
The thing is, though, it's like, they've already confirmed a bunch of stuff like Baton Pass is getting reintroduced.
It's called Shift now.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, they're making Persona 3 with Persona 5 gameplay. And, ooh, that's fun.
Ooh, Makoto with Joker's outfit. Oh god, I hate it.
Okay, to be fair, I'm just waiting for them to show the full C's outfit because I'm like, who is getting the Morgana outfit? Will it be Koromaru or will it be Aigis?
Dude, there's this one Twitter user. I don't think she watches our podcast, but if she does, that would be so funny. But there's this one Twitter user I saw who was like, I swear to God, if Yuka doesn't get Haru's outfit, I'm going to rage. And all the comments are just like, she's gonna get Futaba's outfit. What are you talking about?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And like, she just got so mad at everyone. She's like, she better get Haru's outfit. I don't know what I'm gonna do if she doesn't get Haru's outfit.
Like, okay, I get having your favorite characters would be funny if they match them to the Arcana, but come on, we all know the Navi's gonna get the Navi.
Oh, she's the Navi?
Yeah, Futaba's the Navi.
No, I know that. I didn't know Yuka was the Navi.
What? What am I talking about?
Oh, okay.
Good question. What are you talking about? Sorry, I'm lost here.
Okay, for the longest time, I thought Mitsuru was because, like, sorry, my limited knowledge based on the death battle she was in, and just like how people describe her. Everyone's like, "Oh, she has a lot of clairvoyance," and you see her like giving out commands on the the battle HUD and all that. And I was like, "Oh, yeah. She's got to be the navigator."
She's a Navi.
For like a little bit, I assume.
She's basically the equivalent of Morgana and this Teddy in the game. Because her persona is like a half Navi, half regular persona.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's cool stuff. You see a lot of it more in Persona 4 Arena for some reason instead of the main game, but you'll figure it out.
Yeah. It's chill. I'm glad that the navigator isn't just some like Furby human weird amalgamation thingy.
Yeah, thankfully.
Thankfully.
Imagine if Koromaru was your navigator. Oh, it's the dog.
Hey, I like dogs, all right? I wouldn't mind if he happened to be the navigator.
Seriously, though, I know the fact that they gave Koromaru like an actual voice actor is hysterical instead of using stock dog sounds. I would gladly pay $5 to have Koromaru be my navigator as DLC.
I would. I mean, as long as he doesn't turn into a human and, you know, all that. As long as he's just a dog, all right? Then we're chill.
Don't worry, Persona 3 is safe from that for now.
Let's go. Oh my goodness. I don't know if it's going to stand to test the other two games, but I can't wait, you know. I am a little disappointed that Tartarus is going to be the dungeon crawly randomly generated shit. Like, they're not going to update that, probably.
Okay, I want to talk about Tartarus real quick, because I started out hating it. But now that I have finished Persona 3 and I think back on it, it's like, Tartarus was not that bad, especially near the end of the game. But only because I went out of my way to fuse Thanatos, maxed out all its stats, and then gave it Dark Insta-Kill with Mudo Boost.
You can apply that to any. You can apply that to any bad like gameplay thing. It's just like, oh, just get a good persona, get a good level up thing.
Yeah, the thing is, once you get to the end game and you have plenty of time, because unless they finally add us more stuff to do at night, you're going to be spend a lot of days just basically raising stats in the arcade. Because in Persona 3 Portable, just for context, there's only 2 social links you can do at night, and then after that, and once you're in the end game, you already have your stats maxed, because it's really easy to max the stats in that game. So you're just going to spend all your time in the arcade just throwing bricks at a wall to raise one Persona's level for the boss.
That's fun. I mean, hey, you know, this is Persona. Look, the fact that they're adding Persona 5 personas like in the game already shows me that they're gonna modernize it. They're gonna make sure that, like, you know.
Thank God, because I'm pretty sure one of the first things they show is that you can now sprint in Tartarus. And frankly, I don't think I've ever popped off harder reading an interview than that.
Yeah. I really hope they do something cool with Tartarus. I mean, even if it is randomly generating, like I just want them to do something cool with it, because I don't want to go through another Persona. Not to say I didn't like any of the dungeons in there. Like, some of the music like really made it enjoyable, but like, I really want the palaces from Persona 5 back. Like, I really want them back.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they sort of retroactively update specifically the Full Moon missions to have a little more of that level design you see in Persona 5, but I know it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do with a 2-story hotel.
Right. And I'm not just saying this because, like, oh, you know, Persona 5 normie, but like, I like, there's bits and pieces of every Persona game that I like. Like, I like how in Persona 5, especially for the first dungeon, you're actually motivated to beat the shit out of Kamoshida because he's a bastard. And then, unlike, you know, the first dungeon Persona 4, you're saving this girl that you talk to for like 2 days, and you don't know shit about her, but you're gonna go save her anyway. And it's like, yeah, I get it. She's gonna die if we don't, but I don't know her like that, you know?
Yeah, Persona 3 does have a hook to it, but I think that it was literally the demo for at Gamescom, but I won't say it exactly for those who haven't seen that yet.
I would appreciate
there are hooks, but they only happen basically either the day of or the day before the Full Moon mission. So there's not much to it, and you're kind of obligated to do Tartarus because it's like, it just makes sense to.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna do the main way you summon your persona. I'm just not gonna do Tartarus. Just the social link stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because I saw, like, there was this one guy on YouTube who recently did Persona 3 with only mandatory battles. You literally cannot, like, you can technically beat the game, but you can't beat the final boss without doing like a bunch of grinding in Tartarus. And even then, you have to do it on easy mode. It's a pretty good video, but don't watch it till after you finish 3.
They'll fix the game. I mean, obviously, you know, you should have to do battles outside the mandatory ones, but like, I have full faith in the Atlas team after seeing those trailers. Like, I think they know what they're doing.
Honestly, I'm just happy we have anything else with like Persona 5 Royal systems. Like, I mean, it's not going to be exact because I sincerely doubt they're going to give us everything from Persona 5 Royal in this. They'll probably dial it back to keep the original game's balance intact. Like, they've already shown that they've completely redone the boss's weaknesses so far. So, I consider that a win, personally.
Yeah, man. It's still blowing me away that you can just casually make Sentinel and Loki and, like, you can... I don't know. Was this always a thing? Could you do this in other Persona games where you could make each like parties like individual personas? I know you could do it for the main protagonist, but I didn't know you could
do it in Royal.
You could do it
because there was some of the DLC in Royal, like for example, you could get Aegis's as Royal DLC.
Interest, but you like for every party member, because I see you can make like
Carmen
Carmen
nah, they're doing that different this time.
It's so you can make Carmen and Captain Kidd and all this shit. I'm like, what? Why?
Yeah, I guess it's because they really want to ride that Persona 5 DLC. Like, look, guys, it's staying for Persona 5. Do you want to buy the special edition now?
It's their personas. Don't take. I get the protagonist, but don't take the other ones.
I mean, it's not like you technically couldn't already fuse it. Like, Kanji's Take Mikazuchi was literally just, there was already a Persona named Take Mikazuchi. They just redesigned it and gave it to Kanji. So.
Interesting.
Technically, both him and Minato could use completely different versions of him. So.
Interesting. I don't. It's just crazy because like there's so much emotional weight to like those characters getting their personas, and it's just like, oh, we could just get these funny little guys.
Yeah, you can just pay for it. I mean, the thing is, they're DLC, so they won't be added to the fusion pool until after you buy them.
Yeah.
So like, because that's kind of how it worked in the original P5 before they screwed it in Royal and added in the regular DLCs into the base fusion compendium.
Yeah.
So.
Oh man, you can get shit like Kaguya so easily, and it's so funny.
Yep.
I
Seriously,
remember
like the entirety of Persona 5 Royal, I went out of my way to never fuse any of the DLC personas. Like, if they popped up in the menu, I just didn't fuse them.
Dude, it was so funny because I got a Kaguya by the time I was at Kanashiro's Palace. And I just had so much heals. I was never low.
Yeah, honestly, I feel like if I have one big criticism of a Persona 5 Royal, it's the fact that they automatically unlock all the DLC.
Yeah. I mean, there's not really much way to do it. Like, if you're gonna pay for the content, like the gamer in question, the player is gonna want to have access to the DLC, right?
Honestly, what I think they should do is make so you can just turn them off in settings.
Yeah.
But then again, knowing Atlas, they'd also probably do something stupid and make it an all DLC toggle, so it also removes your costumes or whatever.
Yeah, it's so weird because then like you could just be like, oh, you could buy the DLC, but you can't access it until you get New Game Plus. But then it's
Atlas
like
pulls an Atlas.
But then you're asking the player to play through the 100-hour game just to access the content that they paid extra for. There's no winning here.
Yeah, exactly. That's just kind of how it is. And
maybe
like,
don't offer DLC.
True. Though I will say, this is like the only Persona game I've looked at and have gone, I swear to God, if you do not get DLC, I will cry. Because, like, here's the thing. This is a remake specifically of The Journey from Fes. So it's specifically, like, the PS2 The Journey segment with just the male main character. That's what they're remaking here, because they've already confirmed Aiga's Social Link, so it's not the original P3. But, like, that also means you don't get the Femc route from P3P, which, okay. Honestly, I understand it. I get it. It's a lot of work because you got to redo basically all the HUD stuff in addition to making a ton of character animations, especially for the all-out attacks.
After what they showed, like, yeah, oh my, I don't blame
I can't blame them. I don't
blame them. I know there's some people out there just like, I want to play as the girl, and like, I get it.
I get it. Y'all love Minako, but come on.
Come on, like... They made him look cool though. Like if that.
Oh
boxer,
yeah! Oh my god, dude!
They
The
made
final
him
attack.
Look so cool.
The thing is, it's like with 5's attacks, all-out attack. That was like it's really hype. I love the end screen. I think the end screen looks better, but the lead up to it. Oh. Honestly, having all the characters lined up is so much cooler than the shattered glass effect.
Good. It's
like, dude, the battle transition animation where he like runs across the screen and it like fades to black with the monochromes. No, not monochrome. Right there. Where like solid black and then you see the silhouette run by into the new screen. That's so hype, dude.
Even if this game was somehow coming to the Switch, which I still think it is, even though they're like being really vague about it, I still think it is somehow, or at least eventually. I'm not going to play it on the Switch because I need to see this thing in glorious 60 frames, just perfect. I just need to see it buttery smooth.
I've been eyeballing that special edition with the Aiga statue for PlayStation 5, man.
Too, but it's like $200. And
yeah, that's the thing. I am not shilling like an extra $100 just for the Aiga statue for a character I didn't even think was that great.
Yeah, I mean,
I
love the figure.
I didn't love Aegis. I did not love Aegis.
Yeah, the figure in the art book for me is like the main attractions, but I have no use for the discs. And it's the $200. It's a lot. It's asking quite. I don't mind the game being $70. That's just how the gaming industry is going to be, unfortunately. But the $200 special edition is a little much.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I kind of understand why the price is getting raised and all. It's just how the industry is moving. But like, come on.
Yeah. We'll see.
No,
though.
honestly, like, here's the thing. I freaking love where this game is going. And honestly, because the thing is, this is technically kind of expected, but there's a lot of dead time after you do the final boss to the last day in this game. In the original 3. It's the same across every 3 version. But the problem to me is, like, that is the perfect spot if you want to slide in a third semester or something. In the story's context, I have no idea how you do it. But I am hoping there's, like, some extra content in there. Just, like, a little extra dungeon or something.
Right. And honestly, like, a lot of people were crappy on me when I said this, but I really think they're treating this remake like FF7 remake. Like, they are going to be faithful, but I think they're going to add a shit ton more. Like, because from what I've heard of this game, and from what I heard from you said this was the only game that was, like, around an A-, while the rest were, like, S tier. And I think there are so many chances for them to add just so much more to this game. And I get a lot of fans are mad that the FES, well, I mean, some FES is in here, but the answer's not in here. But I think this is the chance to, like, just create something that's even better. Just create, like, an S-tier experience all around, you know?
I have a theory, and I'm going to be very loose with the terms. But basically, after what happens in Persona 3, because this is actually more spoilers for Arena Ultimax, actually, and Persona 3 Dancing. But basically, something happens in Persona 3, and Elizabeth, the Velvet Room attendant, is like, I must go. My people need a hero. And basically, she kind of goes on her own little journey through Persona 4 Arena, Persona 4 Arena Ultimax. And then it's implied that she figured out how to time travel in 3 Dancing. Why, I will not elaborate on. But, like, there is a possibility that there may be, like, 2 of her. That's my guess, and I think that might be what leads into any extra content in this.
I want to make it. You know, I am the shadow of the true self.
No, trust me, way more interesting than a shadow, apparently. Which, by the way, still kind of weird though about the whole thing with 3. They just kind of don't have shadows, which I am hoping, because if you pay attention to the trailers, it's like, why are their personas red now? They were not red in the original. What is the lore here?
Persona 5 reference, the red color scheme.
Oh my god, but it's so weird to me. It's because, like, when they do the crits, you can see the Persona flames are blue, but otherwise they're red. So I'm wondering, what's up with that? What is the red crystalline effect? There's so many questions going into this, and I want to know.
I want to give them the benefit of the doubt and just say it's early, like, development, and they're just using Persona 5 assets for summoning, and then they're, like, still, like, recoloring it and all that, and...
They've already said that the red has a reason to it.
Oh, never mind.
In interviews. So I'm wondering, what does the red mean?
It's like, it's that armband. It must be the armband.
That's what people are saying, because the armband changed from a band to like a shoulder pad.
It no longer looks like a certain funny organization from World War II.
Don't call it a funny organization. No.
Hey, I'm tiptoeing around it.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? There's I'm trying to be specific because I want to talk about how they literally showed a specific scene in the trailer that's like, because what they have shown so far, it has been almost entirely before the big twist in the middle, which I find to be very deliberate, and I hope so that Atlas. But the thing is, they've already kind of shown every major event and trip that happens before the midpoint.
Fun.
Which is, I just hope they don't spoil too much, because they've already said you're going to get a trailer on each full moon. We have over half a year left till we get this game.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah, they announced it comes out February 2nd.
No, I mean, like, each full moon of, like, real life, we're gonna get a new trailer.
Yes.
That's hilarious.
They said this ages ago. But the thing is, like, I am praying that they don't show a few specific characters, and I hope they show absolutely nothing that comes after the midpoint twist. Because if they do, it will actually ruin the game. For a lot of people.
I trust Atlas. I'll trust him. I'll trust him.
I don't. I do not. When I saw the Persona 5 Royal re-release ads they were putting out on places, they were showing things like, you know, the culprit doing culprit things. They showed the final cutscene after you beat the final boss.
Okay,
In
well, to
the
be fair, they had to
ads!
promote Royal.
But the thing is, this is a re-release. You could have used any footage from the game. It's not specifically even promoting the Royal version. You could have used anything from the game.
I guess that's fair. I mean, for specifically third semester content, you're kind of limited.
Yes! Don't show third semester!
Oh, but how am I going to know Kasumi exists?
Just didn't show her social link! It unlocks early!
No, it's she doesn't exist until third semester.
That's basically a lot of people feel about her anyway, so that's kind of messed up.
Oh, man. I want to ask a question about, because I forgot. It's been a while since I played Persona 5, but I'm going to move on real quick.
No, just shoot, real quick.
Okay, don't you go to Her's palace like before you beat the final boss?
Yes, but it's literally once and you only do one fight in it.
I remember that.
Which
like,
is
that's
enough,
crazy.
technically, to show it in trailers, but there's not much you can do with that. So
Dude, it's so cool. It's just sitting there, and the Phantom Thieves never did anything about it.
yeah, exactly. But that's a story for another day. All right, what's
Yeah.
next?
Wait, real quickly before we move on, because there's going to be no other good time to mention it. Can we just mention the fact they're making like 60+ new songs for Persona 3 Reload, and that battle theme is
that
so
new battle
fucking
theme.
good.
Oh my god! If I swear to God, if one of these if either this month's or next month's full moon is not just a full version of that song, I'm gonna be so mad because like. They turned the baby into like an alarm, and it's so good. I need to listen to that song.
It's such a smart thing to do with it. Why has nobody thought of that?
It's just I need to go to my bookmarks. Where is the song again? I need to double check.
Why can't I put it on my playlist right now, Atlas? Why did you not just wait till the game launched to show me that this song exists?
It's crazy that It's Going Down Now is easily the best Persona 3 song, and I've heard like barely a minute of it covered by the Japanese voices. Like,
right.
I'm literally listening to it right now, and I'm just like popping off, dude.
It's so good. And you want to know the funniest part?
Look into my eyes. It's so good.
It's so good.
Christ.
You want to know the funniest part about it? Apparently, the song was revealed. Remember that like dumb Yukari trailer or whatever that showed her like shooting a shadow, and we all thought it was like nothing. That song played during that.
Shut up!
We had a tiny snippet of it.
What?
The foreshadowing's for real.
It was completely real. That means the Jet Set Radio part was real, was it? Oh.
Yes.
Oh.
Dude, it's going down now. Needs to come out now. It needs to go down now.
Listen. We are so back.
We're so back. All right, we're gonna move on though. Enough Persona. I'm sorry.
Like
JRPGs.
we can talk for hours. How long we've been in this podcast? 33 minutes, and frankly, I think the majority of that was Persona. Like 20 minutes of it. It's such a good franchise. I'm so mad that I'm out of great games to play, and now I'm just down to the okay ones.
Yeah, I got some games I could recommend you.
No, I'm specifically talking the Persona series, because now I'm down to Q2, and the older stuff. As well as New Game Plus replays, which I need to do a 5 Royal eventually for the secret bosses. But that's it.
Yeah. All right, we got to get on from Genshin. We're going to get burnt out. Or Genshin?
Genshin?
Did I say Genshin?
Why did you
Sorry.
say Genshin? You just want to talk about Genshin real quick, which, as labeled in the notes, KYS Genshin. You can guess what that stands
he's
for.
so mean to me.
Keep yourself safe.
Oh, thank you. Okay, so the new Hydro region just dropped, and I bring it up because the place is literally Shut up! Leave me alone! Okay, the place is... the whole region's kind of about, like, justice and all that, and it's really cool, because you literally do an Ace
Justice? Is that a Persona reference?
You do like Ace Attorney shit in there.
Oh.
And it's so cool because the voice actors literally said, man, I'm playing Ace Attorney in this shit when they were recording it. So I thought that was really cool. It's a really fun region. As somebody who loves water and all that and the hydro element in general, I love it. It's a fun region. That's all I wanted to
Christmas
mention.
means it wasn't Christmas.
Yeah. I streamed the game for like over 10 plus hours on my channel. So there was a lot to do.
Why am I hosting a podcast with the delusional man again?
What did I say that was delusional?
Yes.
No, what did I say?
Talking positively about Genshin and then streaming it for 10 hours.
It was fun. The new region's fun. Bro, you're at the beginning of the game. You have no reason to talk.
Beginning, bro. I deleted it. I'm back to square one.
You said you were going to play in your free time.
I was being nice.
Man.
All right.
Man.
You want to talk about something both great and terrible? Splatoon.
Okay, so Splatoon is still shit, but that new song they dropped was a banger.
The thing is, I looked at the new Battle Pass. The majority of it is just reused.
What kind of anniversary is this? Are you fucking kidding me?
The new song is hysterical, and I feel like Big Man has officially completely screwed himself for this Splatfest.
I mean, it works on both ends. You either support him because he wants to, you know, hook up with other artists, or you hate him because he left Deep Cut for another group.
Listen, man, if I got a chance, I would gladly hook up with the Squid Sisters.
Oh, I mean, likewise, yes.
When you phrase it like that.
Hey, you said it, not me.
I'm still on Team Fry for this all, but, like, the thing is, it's like...
Sorry.
But I've seen a lot of people theorize, because people are like, this is eerily similar to when they dropped Octo Expansion and Splatoon 2 got, like, barely any good updates for a while. So people are theorizing that Side Order is basically in speed run to the end of its production right now.
That's fine and all, but personally, my opinion, because everyone loves when I talk shit about Splatoon, but, like, the issue with this is the fact that they chose to do a seasonal update thing, and we have to wait 3 months to get anything new. And when the 3 months are over and the new season comes out, what do we get? The least amount of weapon kits we've ever gotten in a single update, and reused content in the Battle Pass. What the fuck, Nintendo?
I am praying that Side Order's drop comes with a lot more than just a single player campaign.
Yeah, Side Order's got a lot of shoes to fill in and a lot of things to fix. I hate this seasonal update model for Splatoon anyway. It just sucks.
Sad. If you change it so because we have a couple Splatfests each season, if you just change it so we got a couple weapons with each Splatfest, like if it was just one new weapon for like each Splatfest and midway through the season, I think people would like it. Like, okay, we'll just take Fortnite for example. Trust me, we'll get to it later. But they introduce a bunch of new stuff at the start of the season, then they have occasional little drops midway, and at the halfway point, they usually add in something especially fresh.
Yeah, that was exactly what I was going to say, too. Like, I don't mean to compare it to Fortnite, but that's the model they're using for their Battle Pass, so I'm going to compare. All right? You get, like, 7 skins and a bunch of, like, gliders, emotes, you know, all this stuff. And I know you have to pay $10 for it, but, like, that's the thing, though. Like, I get it's free and we shouldn't complain about it, but, like, if you're going to make us wait a whole 3 months for any of new content, why is the content reused?
That's what I'm saying.
I know, it's free. Maybe I shouldn't complain. Maybe I've been entitled, but I couldn't say that word. But like, look, am I wrong when like the majority of the Splatoon YouTubers I watch are also saying the same thing? Like, I see some like Splatoon defenders out there being like, "Oh man, content takes time to develop." Bro, we made it 3 months.
Yeah, honestly, the thing is, the only interesting part about any of the updates and stuff this entire season was, oh, haha, Big Man had to compose his own diss track. And that's about it.
That's hilarious.
Like, that's funny, but that's literally the only awesome part of the update.
That was the only awesome part, and we literally just got that today as we're recording this.
Hold on, which team are you doing for the Splatfest?
I said Shiver.
You're lame.
I know, dude, everyone hates Shiver simps, and I'm not even a simp. I'm just picking her because I don't like any of them.
I think you should stop talking.
What?
Because honestly, I'm going to be honest, I've grown to like Deep Cut a lot more over time.
This song has helped a lot, but like, I still don't feel much for each member.
Yeah, I was going to say, I like them a bit more now. I still don't love them, but I think they're better than we gave them credit for. Like, honestly, I am very tempted to put Splatoon 3's original tracks over 2's. Because Deep Cut stuff is like, I think 2 is probably the better soundtrack overall, but like, Deep Cut, some of their tracks are fire. So it's like, the more I listen to them, the more they kind of grow on me, but their actual characters still aren't stellar, if that makes any sense.
It's also just so early for this Splatfest. I don't know what they're cooking.
Yeah, honestly, I'm guessing it's because the final Splatfest is going to be Squid Sisters versus Off the Hook versus Deep Cut, and then Off the Hook wins by an absolute landslide. But
yeah, we're choosing Off the Hook, right? We can both agree on that.
Like, on one hand, Squid Sisters hasn't even had a proper game in a long time, and they have new designs. Off the Hook gets their own single-player campaign, and Deep Cut barely got shelved to the side. They should win. I do not care.
Oh, also to mention, Off the Hook is getting more content in their side order when they already have the best. They already have the best characters.
Yeah. All right. Is that it for Splatoon? Oh, young. It's already like 11.
Yeah. Wait, what's the song called again? It's like Big Man Betrayal or whatever. Big Betrayal.
Yeah, I think it's Big Betrayal.
It's so good.
But you know what? That's not topping. You know that's not topping.
What?
It's going down now.
Yeah. Okay, that's a high bar. All right, we can't.
You can't beat Persona music. Disturbing the peace. You can't beat it. Okay, whatever. I'm sorry.
Random gurgling.
Okay. You want to talk
yeah.
about Pokemon Masters?
I guess you could. I will say I'm gonna scroll up in our DMs because I don't remember who got added.
I'm scrolling up too.
I will say this update added a lot more characters, so there's something.
Listen, dude, Kanto. If you put Kanto out there, it's like, oh, the legendary birds. That could be interesting, even though they technically just did the legendary birds. With the Galar, with the Galar characters, they're doing a parallel with the Kanto characters, but like it's Kanto. Do you expect me to get excited?
Right. I will say the music. We got like a third rendition of the battle theme, and it's really good. I will give it that.
I don't think I've heard it yet. I'll have to check it out after.
Yeah, you're good. Outside of that, by the way, Blue has an Articuno, Red has a Zap. Wait, fuck. Let me start over. Sorry.
No.
Red has a Articuno, Blue with a Zapdos,
and then Leaf has Moltres.
With a Moltres. Yes. Good.
I gotta say though, hold up real quick though. Nothing was funnier than you sending me who is she, and then you sent the character from Gen 4's Battle Frontier. I forgot her name. I just know she's a gambling addict.
I didn't know who she was. I thought it was an original character.
Yeah, nah, she's from Diamond Pearl Platinum. She was in the Battle Frontier. I think she ran like a gambling thing where you got like a random Pokemon. I think. I don't know. I didn't play that far.
Anyway, going down the list real quickly, and I was gonna start with the best one, but I'm gonna go from least interesting to best. Random lady who I did not know, whose name is apparently Argentina. Okay.
Oh, the country?
Is that not how you pronounce her name?
Argentina? I don't know.
Okay, random pink-haired lady with a Skarmory who came from the Battle Frontier. All right, moving on. Polio and Tina are finally playable, and Polio evolved his Lycanroc, Rockruff.
I guess that spoils the story.
Into surprise, midday Lycanroc, because yeah, that's cool.
That's Dusk.
Honestly, I'm excited. I think he has.
That's not midday Lycanroc.
Or Dusk. I'm sorry. Ugh.
Yeah, and the thing is, Tina would be awesome because I think her character design is freaking great. But, like, don't we already have, like, 2 separate Flareon units, if I'm not mistaken?
I'm tired of evolutions.
Dude,
sorry.
Okay, new character announced. Oh, that's fun. And then they have an evolution just like...
okay. When Adam and Arita had one, I was like, are you fucking kidding? Who else are you going to give to them?
I know they used the Eevees in the game, but we already have a 5-star Leafeon, and it's with Erica. We already have Glaceon, I think. It's with somebody. I can't remember.
It's with somebody out there.
Do we actually... Is it just Glaceon?
I want to say Cynthia, but I don't know.
No, she definitely doesn't have one.
Look, regardless, I'm tired of evolutions. I don't care. I don't care what evolution you have. I'm tired of them. I'm sorry.
No, I think it's literally just Iridia. Iridia is the only one with a Glaceon.
Okay, well, thank you, Iridia.
I'm kind of surprised, actually.
Thank you, Iridia, for being the only one that's unique. Then we finally had the Team Rocket leader admins finally becoming playable. Still no Shelby or... all those guys.
Gonna be honest, the Team Rocket admins are the ones I care the absolute least about.
True, they just have fucking like Arbok and shit.
Give me Gen 3's admins. Especially give me Mars playable. Please, I'm begging. I'm on my knees.
I don't know what they're cooking with admins. But then probably I guess the biggest one of this update would be Palmer and Reggie Gigas. The dude has normal wish.
Sick. That is absolutely sick. Not because, normal wish. I just love Reggie Gigas. He's actually one of my top legendaries. I love him.
I remember watching the video. I was like, "Oh yeah, Reggie Gigas does exist." I remember.
Although I gotta say, The best part about Regigigas is that's a throwback to the Crown Tundra's secret boss, which I love.
Yeah, with the Dynamax. Yeah.
Yeah, because they had the secret Dynamax Regigigas boss, which is sick, and I love that. It's a cool little throwback to that. And honestly, if they say that it comes from the Crown Tundra, I will lose my mind. But other than that, it's just kind of like, well, that's fun. Please don't have slow start.
Yeah, I haven't read its passives because I was just like tired the other night, but I kind of want it to because it would.
You know
be
what would be
funny.
the funniest thing? If he has a passive labeled slow start that immediately drops his stats, and then he has a second buff that like gives him all his stats back and takes up a second slot.
I mean, hey, oh my god, that would be cool.
It takes up 2 slots just to get rid of slow start.
What was I gonna say?
Oh no, wait, hold up. What if they give him slow start, but then make it so he has downside up and gets all his stats back?
I will say it is. If he did have that ability somehow, it would be faster to get 5 turns out of the way compared to the actual mainline games. So it wouldn't be as bad.
I mean, it sounds fun. Have they made the graphics for the kits yet? I kind of want to check.
Yeah, they probably did, but I'm not gonna look at them right now. Here's my point.
Find. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't see anything. Yeah, I don't see anything labeled slow start. I think he's just clear.
All right, okay.
I think he's just ripped.
But actually good. No way. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think the only thing slow about him is that he just takes a lot of move bars to use his moves.
There you go.
That's it. That's crazy.
Oh, there you go.
Also, he's a Pokefair with Regigigas. That's
Yeah.
cool. Wait, why
I don't
is
know why
every
Palmer's
new
cool.
unit in this update except the Rocket Admin's Fair Scouts? That's kind of neat.
Because people don't want to roll on standard banners because you don't. It's not a 10% chance to get a 5-star.
Yeah, like nobody getting that Giovanni and Rhydon. I didn't even notice that was in the update.
Bro, what the fuck is that? Why would anybody want that?
All right, listen, I gotta use Rhydon in the Gen 1 games, but like, boo.
He has a Nidoking in his Gen 2 ult. Why would you not? Would you rather get that?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't get it. Evolve that shit to Rhyperior, Giovanni. What are you doing?
I'll probably pull on the Articuno as I'm legally obligated due to having Mystic in my name, but I will not be trying to pull for it.
It's a striker with never missing Blizzard. Like it has a I forgot the passive it's called, but
Wait.
basically it's never gonna miss.
That's
Yes.
cracked. Wait, I'm
Yeah.
sorry?
Yeah, it's a special ice striker. I'm like, all right.
Oh my
okay.
god, it has ice type rebuff?
Yeah.
Holy crud! Yeah, this user's moves never miss with ice rebuff in Blizzard? What the Oh my
I mean,
god!
look, it's a little annoying that Red is getting another anniversary unit. And this is his 3rd time, but you know what? At least it's good.
It's boring that it's red, but it's kind of sick that it's Articuno. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The other
I
two
love that
birds can
cloak
burn.
he
I
has.
don't care about them.
Yeah. We got through our list. Is there anything else you want to talk about? And we can just go
We
off
didn't
on
even
that?
talk about Fortnite at all.
Oh, we did. Oh my god, we
I
did
was
it?
saving that for the end.
Okay, cool. Okay. Fortnite,
Okay,
I got
wait.
to play some of it today.
Hold up. Before we hop in, how much have you seen of the update?
I've been to all 3 major locations. I got 3 wins already.
Did you do any heists?
Yes.
Okay,
it
good.
is-
So I did not get
there's
any
some-
wins, but I have visited everything and I have done a few heists.
There, I will start with the heist real quickly. There is some lore implication that like the Throne character or whatever is time traveling to previous seasons and getting these mythics and then storing them in his vault.
Yeah, that's what I saw from the trailer, because the trailer was actually interesting. They have a good battle pass. Do we want to talk about that real quick? The battle pass is...
right.
The thing is, it's not amazing, but it is such a big improvement over the last
It's a
season
huge
pass.
upgrade.
Going
Wasn't
from
interested in a
literally
single
0
skin last
skins I
season.
wanted to actual skins that I wanted is a big improvement.
It's so good. How do you go from 0 to 3? I don't understand.
Yeah, it's like, the thing is, I will say though that the collabs are not good.
Nobody gives a fuck about Ahsoka Tano.
The thing is, here's the thing. I think that they're both good skins, both the Kabi, Lame, and Ahsoka. I think they are good skins, but they shouldn't be on this battle pass.
I'm fine with Kabi, I guess.
I think it's passable. I get that he's part of the whole group here, so it's like, okay.
Yeah, they
I see where
integrated
they're coming
Kabi so
from.
well. I like to think.
I don't think like if it's The Rock, you might as well put on the battle pass
The
because
Rock.
it's Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Okay, but Rock was playing a character. It wasn't the Rock skin. He was playing the character.
Let me say though, is that even if you include a celebrity as like even Brie Larson, I'll give them credit. Like they integrated them
Larson?
Wasn't she on one of the battle pass?
No, I mean she was the paradigm, but you pronounced her Brie Larson.
Whatever, I
Larson.
don't care. But whatever, it's like there are celebrities that you're gonna know anyway, and then they were integrated as a character. And it's just like, but it's just this guy from TikTok who has one bit that he's been doing for like 3 years now. That gets funny after the third time you see it. It's a
mechanic that literally every character ever, or not even character, every human being on the earth can do with their hands.
Yeah, exactly. It's just like, okay, I get it, but I don't think that was Battle Pass worthy. Like, if you put that in the item shop, yeah, it'd be fine. And the thing is, it's like, Ahsoka, it's like, she's the secret skin because she doesn't fit the theme. It's like Disney, you can clearly tell Disney paid for that Battle Pass slot, and they're like, well, sure.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean,
you
that's
could
kind
have
of the thing.
picked anything else. You could have picked the guys from, like, Payday, the freaking other video game. You could have put a Payday guy on the Battle Pass. Joker from Persona 5.
Yeah, I knew it was coming.
Like,
yeah.
I know it's the obvious thing, but if you look at the promo art, it's literally like, why was Joker not here?
The 7 guys, like, walking towards the camera
Like,
in
why
red
was
background.
Joker not here? It's so confusing, because, like, why is he just not here?
I love how Ahsoka Tano's just sitting in the corner like she's not a part of the group.
Like, she wasn't in the cinematic trailer. Like, literally in the in-game, like, in the version they post on Twitter or anything.
She was at the very end.
The thing is, she
was
wasn't,
at the
like,
very end.
part of it was just a little, like, hey, what's up, buddy? And that's it. The thing is, it's like, her skin isn't even that amazing either, because I've got no attachment to this character, because I didn't watch the Clone Wars, so...
And even then, I wish it was her Clone Wars style. I hate that
that's
it's
what I'm
just
saying. The
new one.
live-action version sucks.
Ugh,
Because I heard people were saying, like, if you were like, okay, this was just kind of aight. If it was animated, they probably could have gone a little more interesting with it, but that was about it.
Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah, they do this every time there's like a... Look, if your popular character is getting a new TV show or movie recently, chances are Fortnite's probably going to add you. Like, it to coincide with the release.
It's so terrible to me that I think it would actually make more sense to put her in the item shop, because they probably make more money off of that. Well, V-Bucks spent, but instead of putting her on the Battle Pass, you should have put, like, I get, like, okay, Persona 5 isn't as popular of a thing to put on the Battle Pass. Okay, I get it. But, like, it's so boring. She doesn't fit the theme.
Well, I mean, to play devil's advocate, Eren Yeager has nothing to do with a technologically advanced megacity, but here he is.
Yeah, that's also true. But the thing is, at least he loosely tied into... He had, like, a reason to be in the game because there were accompanying mythics
Yeah,
and
his
stuff.
mythic and, like, being able to traverse.
And that was literally there since, I'm pretty sure, the very start of the season. It came with a proper Attack on Titan stuff. The thing is, though, they're just reusing Star Wars stuff, probably. I sincerely doubt they'll add anything other than, oh, yep, there's the yellow lightsaber now, like they showed in the trailer.
Well... I don't know if you played Chapter 2, Season 2, but there was new Force abilities. And
yeah,
I
know. There was new Force abilities, but they'll probably just do, like, oh, they added in one more Force ability.
I hope they do. They were so fun.
They were fun and all, but it's kind of boring.
That is the only
they've
part
already
I'll be
done
excited
it
for.
before.
Just to mess with the Force abilities again, because they're stupid.
Like, I like the Star Wars stuff, but it's the only reason I love the Star Wars collab for Chapter 2, Season 3 is because you can do that in combination with, like, the Kamehameha and stuff. Like, that was awesome that you could just lightsaber, force blast someone off a cliff and then Kamehameha them in the air. Like, that's fun. That's what Fortnite is at its most insane. And if you're going to do the collab,
funny.
they better lean into it. Like, they better lean into it. Especially after we just got all that Star Wars stuff with the whole Fourth Be With You Battle Pass.
It was really funny when the Dragon Ball and My Hero Academia mythics were in the game at the exact same time.
That was fun. That was like the most fun that I've had with it.
It was so stupid. There was like I wasn't there like 5 mythics you could get. It's like, oh, pick your poison. Which one you picking?
Basically, yeah. Although I feel like that's enough talking about Wait, hold up. We had the whole time travel thing. Wouldn't it make sense to bring back the collab mythics to go with it through the time travel?
I would hope they would give a good reason.
Yeah, I know, but They should
Bring back the Infinity Gauntlet.
You know what I'm
Turn
saying?
into Thanos. Terrorize the
So you
island.
can get the Kamehameha, but like a rechargeable one instead of one that has limited uses because you can't get it from vending machines anymore. That'd be fun.
They did alter some of the mythics. I got the Boombo, and it is rechargeable. And in exchange, it has a longer like wound up when you're like going back to like aim a shot with the Boombo.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about like the whole heist thing first? Because, oh my god, it's so fun.
I want to get negatives out of the way real quick. This season literally is just cashing in on Chapter 2 Season 2.
The thing is, here's the thing though. I didn't play Chapter 2 Season 2. I didn't start
Oh,
on
so
Chapter 2.
this is awesome for you.
This
then.
is new to me. This is like insanely fun. Like I'm having a blast. Because the thing is, the only issue kind of I have with it is like I'm getting so immersed and then I look at my skin and it's Goku Black. It's like I'm just like I'm doing cool spy stuff.
That's a you issue.
I got the silence pistol like holding in the air next to my head. I'm gonna snipe a guy around the corner, and then I look at it. It's like and then I just press the pickaxe button to go knock something down. I pull a giant pink scythe.
Yeah. That's not even that's not the game's problem.
Exactly. I'm just saying it's so funny though how easy it is to break your own immersion. But like the thing is, it's so fun because all the NPCs aren't even like like in previous seasons. There was the one where they had the giant fort in the middle of the map, the metal base of the ages and stuff. It wasn't Chapter 2 Season 2. It was a different one, I think, in Chapter 2. But like that was so annoying to get there to get to the boss to get the mythic because all the enemies in there had so much freaking health. The thing is, everything in these new places, you can easily 2-tap with a shotgun if you land your headshot.
Mm-hmm. I love the Infiltrator shotgun. Oh, it's so satisfying.
Oh, it's pretty good. Yeah, it's pretty good. But what I'm saying, though, is, like, all the NPCs feel like flies on your back rather than actual hazards like they were before, which I really like that. It feels like Hitman, where you're slowly offing everybody around the room.
Which, yeah, the whole point. You're supposed to off the security cameras, off the turrets. And by the way, the best way to get rid of the turrets is to use epic segue into the best item in this season, the rocket ram.
Oh my god, the rocket! I thought you were gonna say the C4 because I used that a few times.
Hell no, that's not a new item.
Yeah, well, I know they're bringing it back. What I usually do for the turrets, what I was doing is that, like, almost every time I got to the turret, there was always a C4 nearby. So I just chucked him on there, kablooey, picked up my rocket ram again, jump down, charge it immediately, aim it to the left so it goes straight to the door, go flying straight for the boss. It's so fun. They basically made rocket riding a core mechanic. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's so cool because like it is a little annoying you don't get like full mobility, but it's also I don't know how to explain it. Like
it's limited
funny.
in a way that works.
It's limited, but I love it.
It's like a fun way because it feels like you're both in and out of control. Because like the animation suggests you're completely out of control doing it, but you can angle it completely. So it's like it's a new kind of way to move around. Like honestly, maybe it's just like a new thing treatment or whatever, but I kind of freaking love it. Like I think it's better than some of the movement options we've gotten recently.
I do really. You can
like,
do a lot of things
I
with
freaking
it, even if it doesn't do that much
kinetic
damage.
blade, but that's because the kinetic blade like comboed with each other. But as a movement item, it's so fun to just go flying across the map.
Yeah, and you can just use it to push back enemies if you don't like them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like. The thing is, I'm pretty sure there's two separate ways to ride it, basically. It's straightforward in your opponent, or you can launch yourself into the air and then drop on top of them, which shatters buildings. I bet build players are probably losing their mind over this right now.
Yeah, I mean, okay. This is kind of just a general consensus how I feel about Fortnite, but like, it's a battle royale. There's no balancing. You can't balance this. Go crazy. Let's have broken items in the game. It makes the game fun.
Exactly. Like when you gave us giant lasers, fists we could launch, and now rockets we can actually ride as a game mechanic intentionally. Like, yes, please.
Yeah.
Like I love it. It's a greatness. It's a great update. Yeah. Also, not to mention the music, by the way.
Yeah, dude, I was asking my chat, I was like, can you send me the link to all this music? I'm going to add some of it to my playlist. Thank you.
Like, I don't think it's place-worthy, but it is so immersive. Like when you get in there, it starts playing, like, the low hum piano.
No, I'm talking about the one where like the when you're on alert and all that.
Well, I was gonna say when it goes into lockdown, starts blaring that one song. It's like the thing is, it's so immersive to the point where it's like
I recognize the artist. I swear, I don't know who did it, but I swear I recognize who did it.
The thing is, it's so crazy though, because like I literally, because I was playing a little bit with Ben, the editor for this, literally just before we were recording this. The thing is, we were down there, we were like deliberating on which I would get. I'm like, because I'm sitting there, basically in my head, I can see everything happening as like a cinematic trailer, even though I was literally playing the game. If that makes any sense. Like, come on, man, you gotta pick an item. The second you do, it's all gonna go into lockdown. Hurry up, the storm's coming. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so intense, I can hear it in my head. Like, I can see it happening on screen and, like, inside of me. It's like that feeling you only get when you're, like, really little playing a game for the first time. You know what I'm saying? It has a magic to it, and I kind of love it. It's hard to explain. But it's like exactly because the thing is when you're down there, the storm's coming up, the boss is dead, you're picking out an item, you're grabbing everything last minute, and then like you run out, and it's like you see all the enemies running towards the door. You gotta grab the rocket and go riding through. It's like you literally just blast through the whole road of enemies. It's so fun.
It's really fun. I think my only L's with this season is the fact that the jungle is still on the map because I hate the jungle.
It's flooding now, right?
No, it's not.
I saw some people say it was flooding in the middle.
I hope it floods.
There's a little more water than there was before. That's what people are saying.
I hope it floods.
If I had to take a guess, what I think is what's going to happen is that it is going to flood, and then eventually the treetops are going to fade and go down there. And then what's going to happen is that whatever they're doing for Fortnitemares is going to emerge from the middle, which, judging by the cool vampire guy on the Battle Pass, I'm praying is a Castlevania-looking castle.
That could be cool. Oh, and then my other L, the fact that Lonely Lodge is gone. Lonely Labs is gone. That was my favorite spot.
I think I dropped there like twice.
You bitch.
I think it was
in
both
the top right
actually.
It's in top right corner.
Yeah, that
was my
one.
spot.
Yeah.
That was my spot.
It was kind of okay. The thing is, I don't even see myself playing the rest of the season without going to any of the cool new heist spots. Yeah. Because it's so fun.
I will say, I know I just called it an L because the Lonely Lab's not existing, but I love the lore reason. If you go over there, there's a bunch of like heaters because there's snow surrounding the entire island. So there's just a bunch of heaters around that little heist island. And that is so cool.
Global warming.
I just like that there's a lore reason for it existing and not being covered in snow.
I hope global warming also affects the trees in the middle.
I hope so too. Fuck that area. I hate it.
Screw them trees. Get out.
No, I mean, no, keep the trees. Get the trees out of that area.
Yes. Screw them trees.
Screw them trees, indeed.
Because, like, the thing is, it's like... How do I put this? It's hard to describe. It's just like... The new season feels fun. It's not fun in the sense that it's Fortnite. Of course it's going to be fun. But, like, it feels fun.
Yes.
Like, a fun I get that I'd rather just be playing a co-op game instead of playing a comp game. But, you know, it feels fun to be playing with your friends again.
Fortnite feels fun again. I just hope they don't drop the ball later in this season. By some miracle. We'll see. We shall see. Maybe they'll even bring back the story and actually make it good again. Who knows?
Yeah, that's kind of the direction I think they're trying to lean back into with this season specifically, because it seems they're hyping something up.
I mean, it's always something, but we don't know what it is. They teased Sloan being back, but nothing ever came of that. So, okay.
I feel like Sloan might be a hint for the next chapter, if I had to guess.
Bro,
because I saw some people speculating that there is stuff. I'm like, the chapter system is so boring. I hope we get another year of chapter 4.
Dude, if the freaking chapter ends after this season, like I might just drop the game genuinely because I'm tired of the direction Fortnite's going. Let us enjoy this fucking map before you nuke it, please.
Thing is, for me, what I think is what's happening is that the chapter ends in November. I think.
Supposedly.
That's what I'm hearing people say, because, like, but the thing is, if they do, like, it end, they end it there. I've heard what people throw out ideas that the chapter ends there, but then they do, like, a sort of weird mini mid-season that doesn't matter where it's all the Lego stuff. Yeah. And that would be awesome.
I'm hearing all these crazy things, and I just, like, man, I don't know.
Like, I'd be okay if they did a sort of 0.5 season where it's literally just a month of new stuff that's just based around a single collab. I could live with that. But only if they go crazy with the gameplay. That's my catch.
Yeah.
Like, if you give me a Lego building mechanic, I will gladly take it.
Can I build like in the Lego games?
You know, where you have to, like, hold, you know, square on your controller.
Button. That's all you have to do in Watch.
Just building, it's just like
That's
you
how
break
you
things
build
and you can
Fortnite
build them like a
builds.
Lego Star Wars.
I can build the Lego 90s.
I'm cranking 90s in Lego!
With one button.
So real for that.
That'd be kind of innovative when like a Fortnite developer like goes to introduce the series, just like, watch this. Watch what you can do with Legos. Presses one button and cranks 90s.
It would be like extremely fun and I would love it.
Alright.
Alright, I feel we kind of got everything.
About?
Feels good to be back, buddy, old old frogman.
It does. I'm trying to squeeze anything else to talk about because I don't feel like ending it here.
I finished.
Did you
Pikmin
want to talk about
3
Oshinoko?
Deluxe.
Because we finished. Wait, what?
I finished Pikmin 3 Deluxe. It was fun.
I haven't.
Instead of Pikmin 4, I just beat 3 Deluxe instead. Because I ain't paying for that. I've had this in my backlog for 2 years now.
Yeah, I'll probably play it eventually.
Anyway, let's talk about Peak Fiction. Oshinoko, Peak Fiction.
It ended a while ago, but we were going to talk about it on Wooper Watch, but obviously, you know.
I'd have to rewatch at this point to refresh myself, but it's like, I often do not like, I think I came out of, you know, Love is War, Changed Man, because now I actually like slice of life stuff. So it's like...
Yeah, believe it or not, slice of life isn't the worst genre out there.
It's surprising. Because I hate when real people do it, but when 2D drawings do it, it's suddenly really good. When it's actually compelling writing instead of real life, it's suddenly interesting.
Right. I'll go back to Oshinoko in a second. I finished Hichiro the other day, and yeah, I don't know how they do it, but they make slice of life pretty nice.
Hold up, what was it called? Hichiro?
Okay, you're gonna Vine boom me so fucking hard. Basically what it's about is there's this like high school girl who's like on the run because her parents like mistreated her and shit, and she gets by having sex with strangers, and those strangers give her a roof to live under. And then she happens to stumble upon this guy who's like, no, that is not right, you're not allowed to do that, and like sets her up and like, you know, sets her down the path that she's supposed to be. Basically becomes a father figure for her.
That is an insane premise.
Yes. And like everybody around him is just like, dude, you know you're living with a high school girl, right? You know how bad that makes you look, right? And like,
I promise you it's much better than how it was.
Yeah, and it's interesting because like the show, like, you know, because it is bad. The show will not shut up about how bad that is, but like then all the people around him realize that like, yeah, he's not like that, and you know he's doing it because he has to protect this girl because she has nowhere else to go, and horrible things have happened to her before.
That's
anyway,
low-key kind of an interesting premise, actually.
It's 13 episodes. You can binge it in a day.
Oh, God, I might. That actually sounds pretty good. I was going to say,
Yeah,
that actually sounds like an interesting premise. Like, you had me there in the first half. You know, it's like, you had me in the first half, not going to lie.
Yeah.
I was like, where are you going with this? Oh, okay, I see. No, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it sounds sus. That's the point. But the thing is that like this man genuinely cares for her well-being and wants her to, you know, wants to set her straight, wants to help her get out of the ditch that she's got herself stuck in.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, that was just my piece on how like there's been some interesting slice of lives I've noticed. Anyway, Oshinoko, oh my goodness,
God,
I mean, everyone, what needs to be said, you know?
I am so interested in the melodrama between these characters. It is unreal. It's
Right.
like, the problem is though is that I have this terrible problem with anime specifically that I always forget the names of the characters. This is a problem.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, they're all interesting. I care about all of these. Streamer girl, she's just like me.
Just like me for real.
She's just like me for real. They talk about the algorithm. It's like, oh my God, I'm in the algorithm.
Oh my God, I relate to. I understand how you feel.
Dude, I am a computer. I am lying about my age. Okay, I'm not actually doing that. I am, in fact, younger. I am 7, not 17.
This guy shouldn't even be allowed to have a Google account. Mods ban.
Oh, no.
I lied my age of 13, according to that thing.
I've been changing my age back to 13 for the last 4 years.
Yeah, it's crazy. The show, like, it puts a really big flashlight over how dark and how depressing and how sad the entertainment industry is.
Exactly. It's one of those shows where it's like, I want to talk about everything in it, but I know there's people listening to this that haven't watched the show yet. So stop what you're doing and watch the entire first season now. It is, I use the word peak fiction to describe a lot of things, that I'm enjoying at the time, but no. This is actually peak fiction, in the sense that I genuinely think it is incredible writing.
And hey, if you don't feel any interest towards it, you can watch the 1 hour pilot, which is the first episode.
It's basically just a whole movie. It's barely connected to everything else. It's like an hour of setup, but it basically feels like its own anime. Just to lead up into
Hence why you stopped watching after that first episode.
Because it had me so emotionally screwed up, man. I was broken by that.
Yeah,
I was scared to watch the next episode.
Yeah, the rest of the episodes don't have the same tone. Not to say that they aren't as good, because
they are. They really are.
Some of them might even be better, but it definitely, you go back after the events that unfold, they just go to school normally, and it's like, yeah.
Like, the fact they had to end one of the episodes with a mental health thing was oh my god. I literally sat there on my floor in silence for 10 minutes. I was so screwed up by that ending. It messed me up. It really did.
I think Akane messed me up just a little bit more, because I related to everything she went through. That was me in middle school. I saw myself in her. I was like, oh my god.
I cannot say. Akane's the red hair girl, right?
No, it's the blue haired one.
Okay, got it.
Kana is the red one.
Oh, wait, no, okay. I remember
they have
now.
similar names, yeah.
I may be stupid because I love the red hair one so much more than every other character on the show. You're the one for the main guy, Aqua, my man. Take him, please.
I won't go down. Akane will be for him. But if anyone's read the manga, you would know.
Stop talking. I have not read the manga. I wouldn't know. Have you?
Hey, Aqua. I'm 16, by the way.
What? Oh my god! Okay.
Did you not see that page?
No, I haven't seen anything from the manga. I haven't even looked at it.
Okay. I'm gonna be honest. I don't even think they're gonna animate it, so I'm just gonna tell you.
Don't. Shut your mouth.
No, but it's funny.
Stop talking. I want to know nothing.
It's funny, though.
Want nothing.
Okay, fine. I'll just say it. All right. Incest.
Oh, no! Oh, no, you will not!
Yes. Yes.
Do not say yes like that. Really, do not.
Oh no, I'm not agreeing to incest. Don't take me wrong.
Do not say that.
Yes. No. Viewers, don't take this out of context. No,
Please take this out of context. Clip this and send this to Cyanize.
Stop.
You can clip videos now, I think, right? Can you?
Stop excluding the Spotify people.
Chat him, ruin his life.
No, but it's just the fact that it's a thing that was mentioned and may or may not be animated.
Stop talking.
That I'm scared. That's all I'll say, because I guess we can't really get into it because spoilers.
Good. Stop talking.
After you watch the first episode and you get to the part where we just talked about, you'll understand what I'm talking about and you'll be terrified.
It was the show of all time. Is.
I was just correcting you.
It is. It really just good. Is still.
I also love that unrelated, just positive now. I love that music, that concert they did the last episode. I love the music for that. It's so good.
True. Although I just had another random thought. Before I wrap this up, because I don't know what else I'm gonna be able to mention this. Did you see the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle Street Fighter crossover?
Is it just skins or?
It is avatar costumes that cost like $16 each.
Oh.
The thing is, the best part about it though is that they literally got Luke's voice actor to sing the TMNT theme, and he sounds amazing doing it in the Luke voice. It is hysterical.
Alexis Lee is just amazing though.
Dude, I freaking love him.
I'm gonna meet him in 2 months, by the way.
Straight up?
Yes.
Please leave with
I'm,
dude. You look huge. Dude, you look huge. Ladies, what's good?
There's no way I could do that to him. I'm not gonna be able to. Dude, you look huge.
Dude, you look huge.
Oh my god! I don't know if I could do that. I don't know if I could do that. I definitely couldn't record it either. I'd have to ask the guys. Oh my god! I don't know if I have to bring a friend with me to do it because there's no way I could do it.
You look huge.
Oh my god! Dude, he's either gonna get mad at me or he's gonna know what I'm talking about and just laugh.
He'll get it. He'll get it. He's the kind of guy who would get it.
I have to be in cosplay if I do it.
Oh, you're right.
Oh man, I have to get buffed.
You gotta get all the more reason to hit the gym, my boy. Off to work.
Hit the streets. But yeah,
streets. No. God, Street Fighter 6 was such a good game that we didn't talk about that in the podcast, did we?
We'll talk about it next episode.
Oh, really?
Just
we
'cause
can
we're
talk
wrapping
about it
it up.
right now.
Well, hold up. I'm finishing my convention thought because I want to mention it real quickly. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this dude voices like 3 characters. It's Luke from Street Fighter 6. The Persona 3 protagonist.
Yeah, freaking cool. God dang Makoto Yuki.
Yeah, and then you don't watch Demon Slayer, but he does Zenitsu. And his range on that show is absolutely nuts. The amount of screaming he does is kind of insane. There's some crazy voice actors coming over here. I'm telling you. Tara Platt's coming over here with Edelgard and she was the original voice of Mitsuru, right?
Really? Was she?
Yeah,
huh.
I believe so.
Guess she has a specific type of character, leading women. Crazy.
Oh my god! You must. Okay, and then also Yuri Lowenthal.
Dude, really? Oh my god, wait, aren't they doing a panel together? I thought I saw that on... Is that a different time?
I don't know.
I saw something about
it's at it's Kansas City, if you're wondering. You should come on over. We can all meet up.
Yeah, right.
Oh, come on, please. It's in October. You have 2 months. And then Miles is VA or whatever. So definitely Miles and I keep forgetting his actor's name, but they're definitely doing a panel. There's no way they're not. There's some other ones there. Naruto's voice actor's gonna be there. Principal Perry.
I was about to say Principal Perry.
Lab Rats from Lab Rats. I hate that I knew her from Lab Rats before I knew her from Naruto.
Oh, I did too. I watched like 3 episodes of Naruto and then dropped it ages ago.
Yeah.
Did not.
Anyway, sorry. I just wanted to share my convention thing real quick. I'll be sure to talk about it after the fact. Oh my god, I kind of want to do it to Alexis. I kind of want to go up to him and do it.
Dude, you look huge.
I'm going to work out after this podcast. I'm going to get ripped for the role. Yeah. I will cosplay him, and I will go up to him.
Okay, really quick Street Fighter 6 talk before we go. Game was very good. What do you think of the DLC so far? I haven't touched it.
I haven't played it.
Nor
yet.
have I. I'm hyped because it's
cool.
Rashid, but that's about it. The main game was good. It had a very bad ending, but other than that, game was very good.
You know how when I was listing off the games I finished this year, how I said I finished them?
Yeah?
I didn't finish Street Fighter 6.
You didn't? How far are you? Did you get to the Nashal yet, or?
I'm at the tournament. The final tournament.
Okay, it just ends terribly. I'm giving you the heads up. Just do it.
Yeah.
There's got to be a steep grinding wall that you have to get through.
Yeah, I have to grind my ass off to even have a chance. Like, there's no amount of, like, prep time and, like, being overly cautious I can do to stop these guys from whipping my ass. It's horrible.
Yeah, it's, brutal. Like, extremely brutal.
I'm glad. Okay, because I thought you were gonna make fun of me for skill issue.
No,
but,
no,
like,
I literally
yeah,
had to grind for like 3 hours off camera before I did the last
Okay,
episode.
thank
I had to
you,
grind for
thank
like
you.
a
I was
long
like-
freaking time.
I was like, "There's no way."
Even
I'm
then,
not the
I
only
literally
one
don't
struggling.
think I grinded enough, and I just resorted to using items. If you go back to my Let's Play, I'm like, you see me end the episode and lose this guy. I'm like, this freaking sucks. I'm dipping out of this and I'm grinding off camera. I did for like 2 days. And then I
Yeah.
came back, and I still ended up spamming items because it was just this one guy that was just a flat wall.
Get energy drinks. You can lose to Bosch, can you? Or no?
No, I think Bosch can win. I think there's 2 versions
Okay.
of the cutscene, if I'm not mistaken.
Thank God, because I'm not gonna try with that. I'm sorry.
The thing is, I'm pretty sure I did beat him first try. if
I saw in
recall
your
correctly.
VOD. Yeah, you did. Sorry, spoilers by the way.
Who cares? This game's story was
yes,
dog water, so...
Street Fighter is pretty good. There's a video that went into it about how like they were comparing like Street Fighter 6 is the Smash Brothers Ultimate of fighting games, which I don't know if I go
No.
that far, but as somebody who's like never, I guess I've played Street Fighter before, but I've never like bought a Street Fighter game and like sat down and played it, you know?
Yeah.
As someone who's like never done much with the series at all, like I sat down and I played it and I had a hell of a good time, even if I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
So if that speaks to you, then yeah. And plus it has its own style. It literally feels like you're on the streets picking fights with random people, punching old ladies and
Exactly.
initiating fights with them.
Literally, my only thing that I would call like a genuine issue with the game is the fact that there's no sort of free build mode for the creative characters, so you can't just have like a ton of them and play them in versus mode. And the fact that
Yeah.
you don't have any of the extra moves that you see on characters, like the one guy with the specific sword move, Carlos Miyamoto, I think his name was, in like the street style that random people have that you can throw wrenches and stuff. The fact that you can't get that kind of stinks. Would be fun for character creation.
They're weak moves though. You'd have to like work around
Yeah,
them.
but I'm just saying it'd be fun if we had like
Rework,
a.
that's
So
the
I'm
word.
just saying it'd be fun if we had a free play mode where we can just goof around with all the extra stuff they have in the game and the character creator instead of having to resort to modding for it.
Mods.
Because like if we could have a versus character creator mode, I think this game could actually blow up in a casual audience even more. Because like the thing is, I downloaded Soul Calibur when I had Game Pass, and the thing is, I don't care anything about Soul Calibur. I didn't even bother with the story mode, but I had so much fun messing with the creative character in that game because you would just have free reign with it. It was fun.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm saying is that Capcom, if you do like a championship edition for this game or whatever, just overload it so we can have full character customization as like a separate thing for World Tour. That would be great. Thanks.
Please put the custom character in locals. I want to fight my brothers with my custom character. Why can't we do that?
Like, why can't we? You can only do it online and only against custom characters. Like, I get it. It's balancing. I understand where you're coming from. But come on. Why can't I make
mean,
a custom character and just play it in versus?
Like Evo's gonna ban it regardless. Like it's not a balancing thing, really.
Like, the thing is that Evo banned the Mii Brawlers, if I recall correctly.
Why the brawlers?
Well, Mii fighters in general, all of them. And, like, if I recall
Oh.
correctly, on the Evo main stage, they were banned anyway, I think.
Is it just because like you could just put whatever you want on the not like the moves, but like whatever?
Yeah, no, I think because you had to make a new moveset every time you went up there, basically, on the stage.
Oh yeah, because it's their console, not yours.
Yeah, I was gonna say, at least that was true for the Wii U. I don't know about Ultimate, because they finally enabled Mii Fighters online, but that's besides the point.
Yeah.
What I'm saying at is, I feel like they just need to make the custom character stuff a little more free, and that's literally all my issues with the game solved, outside of the ending. And even then, they're setting
Dude,
up for DLC. You know they are.
Right.
It's
you
Capcom.
could you can bring back Stoop from the dead and have you and him fight with custom characters.
True! Resurrection!
Resurrect Stoopers.
Yeah. Alright, so... That was the
That's a
last
good
thing I wanted to
place.
do. That just kind of recaps everything that's been going on for the last while, so...
I think that was a decent recap. I mean, we kind of like tacked on some things at the end, but you know what? That's what we did.
The news
We
segment,
wanted
if
to
it was
catch up.
awesome.
Yeah. This was really just a news segment, the episode.
Yeah, pretty much, but I don't really care. It was fun.
That's how it's going to be going forward anyway. Unless stated otherwise.
Unless we have like a specific
talk.
plan, like we're talking about some specific thing we both did. It's just kind of be like this, just us like, shooting the shiznit over whatever.
Yeah. Once again, YouTube people, recommend what you want to put on this Quagsire.
The people on
if you have.
Spotify, go harass us on Discord servers.
Yeah.
It's just,
No, go harass Mystic. He's the one who made fun of you guys. I love you guys.
I'm sorry, forgive me! Please, give us a 5-star rating!
Now you're asking for
I'm sorry!
forgiveness.
I'm sorry!
You know, you trashed them at the beginning of this thing. You know, they're gonna leave a 0 star. That sounds weird. They're gonna leave no stars because of that.
They're looking at the star review like that one Goku gif.
And he sent it to me on Discord, motherfucker. All right. I got nothing clever to end this on.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thanks for watching. We're not going to become inconsistent, at least not anytime soon.
So, you like football?
No, I'm more of a baseball guy myself.
Whoa! All right, cut the episode. Like and subscribe. Womp womp. Wooper Watch is back. Get excited.